Hey there, Aaron here. Author of the last video and many more to come. I'm just wanted to make this video to kind of set the record straight on why I'm actually going to start making these videos. Well, first of all, I've always had a talent, I believe, for writing, and I love it. Always have. I got so many ideas for just writing passages and poems and prayers and also books. I got like at least 9 ideas for books. In fact, I've actually written a final draft or render, if you will. I call them renders. I wrote a final render of this self-help book that I think is really good. It's not exactly long, but it's short because I wanted it to be short, and to the point. But I think it's good. But anyway, I thought about what I want out of this. And aside from the fact that I love doing this, I love to write, and I absolutely love the persona that I've created. In addition to that, with, my look, all of it, I like what I've created. I think it looks cool. I think it is cool. And, I think aside from all of that, I really just want to help and inspire people. That's what I'm always about. That's what I've always been about. I've always been about that ever since I was a kid. I've always been about, trying to do what's right. I've always been about just trying to be the best version of myself, even if that version of myself makes mistakes, and God knows it does. I'm far from perfect. And I accept that, but I always try to rectify my mistakes. I always try to make things right, and I think the word there is try. And I thought about like what I would want out of this if I, finally decided to do this. And, if I do make a career out of this, which I would love to do, if I do even make some money from it, which would be nice, I feel like, honestly, I want to help people. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I can't embrace the glamour and the money and anything else. If I get that, and, that would be nice, but I really want to help people. That's why I want to do this. That's why and believe me, it's tempting. It is. I'm not saying that a part of me wants all that. It does. But when I ask myself, honestly, what I really want out of this, what I really want, what would make me feel better, but it's also what I want. And honestly, if I can just make someone sit down and listen to this and say, you know what, it made a big impact on me and my life. If someone could sit down, like if they had a real bad day, God knows we've had those, right? And in the last 5 minutes of their day, they sit down and they listen to something I've written. And it makes them just for a minute just go, you know what, I feel good. I feel okay. And they can honestly look at the rest of their day and say, you know what, it wasn't all bad, or, it's going to be okay. If I can just do that, that's what I want. And I hate temptation because, again, like, a part of me is like, no, do it for the money. Do it for, the glamour, the recognition, so people can say how great you are. I don't want, I don't want that. I already know what I am and who I am. I've helped a lot of people already, and I'm a great man. I'm a great person. I'm a great son. I'm a great brother. I'm a great husband. I'm a great all those things. I've proven all those things, and I've proven them to myself and to others, and I really don't need any more than what I've already gotten. I want that, is what I want. I want to push the dial. If it's bad, if I can push it just a little bit this way towards a little good, I can just do that. I know I can't save the world with what I'm doing, and I'm not shortchanging myself. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Let's say 3 million, give or take, live right here where I live, in the first state of Delaware. Proud Delawarean, by the way. If I can just push the dial just a little bit and make the world just a little bit brighter, I can do that. And I'm going to do it through my prayers. I'm going to do it through my writing. I'm going to do it through my work. I'm going to do it through my actions and the glory and honor and grace of God. Because He's given me everything. So this is my way of giving it back. Not it back, but giving something in return. All right. So that's what this is about. This is where I am, and this is what I want to do. Any kindness, I will accept, but I want to do this for those who need it. I'm here if you need me. If you need me, I'm here. That's what I've always been about. Always.